si pa customer disappear. The customer got it. That is only disappear. Can I pick a table to cover the smoke and me happy. Uno excellence in the professional. Happy. Innovation and integrity.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Square Talk, the only talk that matters. Thank you very much for the constant feedback that you guys give us. And this morning, following on to our episode last week, where Tendai highlighted the importance of customer centricity, how it's the focal point of the bank this year, we decided to bring on other guests from the bank. I have Mary and Kudzi with me this morning. Basically, they are part of our risk department. So they're here to make you guys aware of some of the things that can happen in banking. So I'm just going to hand over a bit to them so they can introduce themselves and basically tell you a bit more about their spaces as we move forward. Mary.
Thank you, Tanaka. Hello guys, my name is Mary. I'm at the risk department. My main role in risk is to make sure that your money is secure, your interests in the bank are also secure.
All right, thank you. Kudzi.
Thank you, Tanaka. Hello guys, my name is Kudzi. I'm in the operational risk department with Mary. I'm the fraud investigations officer, and my main role is to monitor your card transactions, your banking transactions, and also to do investigations on your transactions. So it's mostly safekeeping your transactions and to make sure that all your disputes are handled with time.
Thank you very much, Kudzi. So as you can see, these guys are here to ensure that no losses are incurred, or if they are reduced to the minimum amount in terms of your money. At most, we try all our best to ensure that your money is very secure with us and ensure that you keep banking with us. Secure and safe banking is what we believe in. So with that being said, this morning we had a few questions that have been sent through. So with that, we brought them on so that they can respond and also give you more knowledge on how to ensure that you continue banking safely and doing all your transactions safely and well. So the first question that we got through is, how do I keep safe when I'm using online banking? Square and online banking, being our mobile platform and our web platform. Mary. Okay,
thank you, Tanaka. I think first thing is first. Never share your password, your OTP, or your PIN with anyone. And secondly, also, never disclose your bank details to anyone. That is your bank account, your bank name, any credentials, your ID number. Make sure you don't disclose them to anyone. And then also, thirdly, what I think is also very important is when you're using public access machines. For instance, you're in the internet cafe, never do online banking or maybe social media banking with public access machines. I think that's the most
very key.
Yeah, that's
okay.
Very key.
Clearly, your details are very clear. Are very key in terms of banking. So safety of your details is everything. Anything else on that question, Kudzi?
Well, I can also add that when you're getting your passwords or any password that you're going to put in, make sure it's not an easy to guess combination like your birth date or something that's on your identity document. So just make sure that it's something that's not easy to guess.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. So guys, I hope you guys are paying attention to this and taking note of all of these things, because your details really are very key when it comes to banking. Yeah. The second question is, another customer says, sometimes I send my money to my son or spouse, and sometimes I send them to go and withdraw cash as well for me at the bank or agent, or to make purchases at supermarkets. Is there anything wrong with this?
I think, like I alluded earlier, you should never share your password or your PIN with anyone. I think Kudzi would concur.
Oh yes, I do, because remember, when you're taking up your card, there are certain terms and conditions that you sign for, and once you share your PIN and password with someone, what happens is the PIN actually authenticates a transaction. It actually authorizes a transaction. So when it comes to disputes, and when you give your spouse or your child your PIN, you won't be able to tell the genuine transactions or the fraudulent transactions. So we'd rather advise you to open an account for your spouse or child and then transfer money to them so that they can actually do their own transactions with their own card and PIN.
Okay, so that's definitely a key way of mitigating this risk, getting either your account opened or even sending through EcoCash and other options that we have available for sending money. Okay, so I hope parents, you heard that. I know you guys like sending your children around and stuff, but when it comes to your money, please be vigilant in terms of these things. The other one is, this customer said, I recently received a phone call from the bank where someone wanted to know about my experience with the bank services. They then asked me for my PIN or my one-time password. Should I give them over the phone these things?
I think it's important that you know that Stewart Bank will never call you asking for your PIN or your password or your OTP. If you receive such a call, please don't divulge any information to whoever will be calling you. Just hang up and immediately call us so that we investigate. So you can call us on our toll-free lines, which is 0772 191 191, or the other one is 0808 quad 8.
Okay, that's interesting. So now, once they've called in, if an instance like this happens, and unfortunately someone gives their information away, and they call in reporting this, what exactly is the procedure when that happens?
When a customer calls in after they've received such a call, we actually immediately block the customer's account, block the card, and then we encourage the customer to go and make a police report pending investigations. So, like Mary alluded, Stewart Bank will never call asking for an OTP. The bank will not store your PIN or your OTP. So, customers need to be vigilant with such important information.
Thank you for highlighting, guys. So, guys, as they've said, the bank will never do calls to ask for such things. Another one is, a customer says, I've changed my mobile number. Why should I notify a bank about changing my number? Kuzi?
Thank you, Tanaka. The reason why you should notify the bank when you change your mobile number is because your mobile number is a very integral part when it comes to validating most of our processes. Your mobile number is linked to your internet banking. Your mobile number is linked to your banking services. It's also linked to your mobile app account. So once you actually change your mobile number, we'd need to update our records and make sure that the old mobile number that you were using before is not compromised by someone else who will get access to it.
Okay, all right, that's key. Thank you for that, Kutsi. And then moving forward, we also have another question that this customer said, I've heard of card cloning. What should I watch out for when it comes to this card cloning? Sorry.
Okay. I think if you're making a purchase, for instance, in a supermarket, never allow anyone to take your card out of sight. If the salesperson says maybe the POS machine is somewhere else, please follow the salesperson and never take your card out of your sight. Secondly, never divulge your PIN to the salesperson. Maybe the salesperson can say, let me assist you with your purchase. It's good for you to get assistance, but never divulge your PIN. It's always safe to insert your PIN by yourself. Yeah, I think that's the most things to watch out for in terms of card cloning.
Okay. Anything else to add on to that?
Yes, I can actually add on. You should always check your card to make sure that it has not been swapped. We've been having many incidences where a customer transacts and then their card is swapped. So you should make sure that you're given back the same card that you had before. And then customers also have to be vigilant when you're making online purchases. You just have to make sure that the website that you're using is very secure. There are actually most websites that have a lot of pop-ups and stuff like that. It actually looks very dodgy. And you can tell that this is not a very secure website. So we need our customers to be very vigilant when they're transacting online. And in the event that you do see some suspicious transactions or transactions that you do not remember, we'd ask you to either come to your nearest Stewart Bank branch or to call our hotline number, that's 0808 quad 8 or 0772 191 191. And then you can just tell our call center rep and they'll assist you in either blocking your account or to tell you whether those transactions are genuine or fraudulent.
All right, thank you very much. With that being said, this customer as well says, if my card is stolen, what exactly should I do?
Okay. In the event that your card is stolen, immediately call us on our toll-free numbers, which is 080818 or 0772 191 191. Please call us immediately so that we secure your account. In addition, you can also go to your nearest police station, make a police report. Thereafter, you bring the police report to Stewart Bank and we can continue investigations.
All right, thank you very much. So at least the due procedures are there to ensure that as much loss is mitigated from this.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Thank you very much for that. And then another one, I think this is a very interesting question. This customer says they're very polite gentlemen outside of the bank's branches who offer to go into the branch to get your money for you. Are these employees of the bank, and what risks are there with this?
Okay. I think first thing is first. Never trust anyone with your card, with your PIN, with your mobile number. If it's a Stewart Bank employee who wants to assist you, maybe you're pregnant, maybe you're disabled, or maybe you're an elderly person, that Stewart Bank employee will take you to the inside the bank, to the front, and you do your transactions with you inputting your PIN to effect that transaction. So never trust anyone with your card, Tanaka. I think that's
that's
very
the point you
important.
need to stress.
Yes.
You're in agreement, Kuzi. Yeah.
I am. And another key point to actually remember is your card is your money.
Okay.
So in the same way that you protect your wallet when you've got hard cash, it's the same way that you should protect your card and your PIN. So make sure you're not divulging your PIN. You have your card with you, and make sure you're aware of all your transactions. Do not give anyone, even though you trust them, do not divulge any information to anyone else.
All right, thank you very much. Guys, I hope you've paid attention and you've taken note of all these things, because we know as much as we're creating all these channels for you guys for convenience, for that are user friendly and that are just there to assist you in banking and making banking so much simpler for you, please still remain as vigilant as you would be if you're holding hard currency, as you would be if you had money in your wallet. It's still the same thing. Like Kudzi said, your card is your money. So with that being said, ladies, thank you very much for coming to join me. Yeah?
Thank you so much, Tanaka.
Thank you so much, Tanaka.
Okay, thank you guys. We'll see you guys next week.
Stress if a customer disappear. The customer disappear.